A lot of Americans are looking at the end of this election and saying, what is going on? What do you say to them?
When middle-class incomes decline, America's a different place. In general, we're a bright, sunny, optimistic people. And the only time America becomes sour is when middle-class incomes decline. So that candidates who say, I'm going to just blow up the whole system, I have no idea what I'm going to put in its place, a la Donald Trump, have more, could never even get started 10, 15 years ago, but have some traction now.
What would be your candid assessment of Hillary Clinton's flaws as a candidate?
I served with her for 8 years, and we're both type A personalities, and I'm from Brooklyn. I can tell a BS artist pretty good. She is not. She's a straight person in the sense that she doesn't try to say one thing and mean another and all of that. She's more cautious than I am. That's her nature. That's who she is. That's not a bad trait for a president with difficult decisions. She's a very careful person, very careful.
Do you feel, given that we've got 3 weeks left, that things are flowing in a direction that you're going to be the majority leader next year?
Certainly more like than not. We have a lot of things going on for us. The one big thing against us is all this Koch brother money. The Koch brothers are putting in an obscene amount of money into politics. You don't see a lot of it. A lot of it's dark.
If you become the leader, you're going to have a narrow majority in any circumstance. Those middle-class families whose incomes have been going down, what can you do for them?
I believe we have to get things done. I don't want to just put things on the floor of the Senate that fail to say, see, we tried, and go home and use it as an election issue.
You're going to have on your left flank Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, putting intense pressure on you and Hillary Clinton. Tell me how you're going to balance that pressure.
Look, they know we got to get things done.
Do you actually think Elizabeth Warren intends to be a team player?
Absolutely. She's going to surprise everybody. She is going to be both a progressive and a constructive force.
What should the sequencing be for infrastructure, immigration, tax reform?
Immigration reform, which passed the Senate 68 to 32. Schumer, McCain, one person on the left side. The mainstream conservatives in the Senate and House, who were a majority, and some of my, I don't mean to be cliched, but some of my best friends are in the Senate are in this group. They will say to the hard right, to the 50 congressmen who seem to tie things in a knot, and Paul Ryan, go take a hike. The two things that pop to mind, because Schumer, Clinton, and Ryan have all said they support these, are immigration and some kind of international tax reform tied to large infrastructure program. If you can get overseas money to come back here, even if it's at a lower rate than the 35 it now comes back at, and you can use that money for a major constructive purpose, such as infrastructure. If you did an infrastructure bank, for instance, you could get $100 billion in equity in the bank and get $1 trillion of infrastructure.
And it would be a permanent lower rate, not a holiday rate.
Yes, you can't do a one-shot deal.
They say you guys will never, ever, ever agree to overhauling entitlement programs to make them more solvent. Will you?
Middle class incomes, that's job number one. In terms of cutting those benefits, I am not interested a bit.
So if you're a Republican senator, what will you find different about Chuck Schumer than Harry Reid?
I'm not going to compare myself to Harry Reid, but you will find that Chuck Schumer's calling you up and saying what is on your mind, how can we work in a way that you and I can, or my caucus and your caucus, can agree on things.
If you encounter a situation where you can't get 60 votes for a Supreme Court nominee for a President Clinton, would you consider changing the rules?
I hope we won't get to that, and I'll leave it at that.
Would you say the same thing about a legislative filibuster?
I'm not going to go speculate about if we get to a bad place. I'm going to work hard to get to a good place.
I'm not hearing about the hallowed traditions of the Senate and how they can't be disturbed.
I am hopeful we can keep those traditions and get a lot done.
Hey CNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Here you're going to find videos packed with all of the information that you need to be smarter about your finances. You can subscribe by clicking right here and click on all the videos around me or the eye right here to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.